It's pathetic. It's a system that's designed to trap you into believing you can't be anything without it. I mean, I don't know how many people I know that have done really compromising shit to get a record deal. And I knew that it was never happening.
Jaguar Wright is known for her outspoken and fearless personality, particularly when it comes to exposing the darker sides of the music industry. She has gained a reputation for being a truth teller, unafraid to call out industry elites and their alleged wrongdoings. Wright's candid revelations about the behind-the-scenes actions of powerful figures in the entertainment world have sparked controversy and conversation, positioning her as a bold critic of an industry often shrouded in secrecy.
How are these people able to keep going on with the career?
What do you mean?
Doing these heinous crimes.
What do you mean?
Like, I'm just saying.
You ain't never had a boy that you know did a whole bunch of dirt and you let him make it? You telling me that never happened? You never had somebody in your life who you know was dirty, who you know did dirt, and you let him make it?
I see what you're saying, but
think about that on a corporate level.
Right.
R. Kelly was the first corporately sponsored pedophile in the United States. Everybody knew. That's why I couldn't really watch that documentary, because half of the people that was in there, I can't believe he did it. You used to go get the bitch too. I watched you, dog.
In the entertainment industry, powerful elites often wield significant influence, allowing them to sidestep controversies that might ruin others' careers. Their deep connections, wealth, and control over media narratives provide them with a protective shield, enabling them to bury scandals or redirect public attention.
And so you've seen the orgies, you've seen the people that was the stars, and the shit that they was doing, and the smells, and the looks in their eyes. And I was, in my youth, I kept a cutlass on me. And so I know I'm walking around holding my cutlasses, because you've seen people in states of mind that you never experienced nothing like that. I knew people that got high, but they didn't get high and did the shit that I was seeing.
Jaguar didn't shy away from naming names, alleging that Oprah and other elites in the entertainment industry have engaged in questionable practices to maintain their power and influence.
All of this gay agenda has to stop. To be homosexual is one thing. To be a gay person is fine. But to use it to manipulate and brainwash society for the purpose of population control, or class control, caste system domination. That's not what, that shouldn't be.
Yeah.
It shouldn't be.
Isn't that just being inclusive? Like, hey, we're trying to include everybody into our agenda.
No, it's not being inclusive. What it is just being covertly domineering.
Shannon Sharpe, a former NFL star turned television personality, has used his podcast Club Shay Shay as a platform to discuss the often unseen truths of the entertainment industry. Through candid conversations with guests like Cat Williams, Sharpe has delved into the misconduct and shady dealings of industry elites, shining a light on their questionable actions.
He interviewed Cat Williams, who I think is probably one of the top 3 funniest men alive, and Cat Williams exposed everybody. Shannon Sharpe played the whole interview. Before Shannon Sharpe interviewed Cat Williams, he interviewed Steve Harvey. And Steve Harvey coming on Shannon Sharpe's platform was kind of a big deal. Steve Harvey felt, Oprah felt, D.L. Hughley felt that Shannon Sharpe should have been a little bit more protective of the reputations of the persons discussed. Shannon Sharpe broke the Hollywood rule. And what is the Hollywood rule, Art? When you discuss black celebrities as a celebrity, you never let nobody give up our most intimate secrets. You're supposed to protect our secrets from being exposed to the world.
His willingness to tackle these tough subjects has earned him both praise and criticism as he navigates the treacherous waters of exposing powerful figures. Rumors circulated that Oprah Winfrey sought to have him cancelled in retaliation for exposing her and other elites. Allegedly, Oprah, with her vast influence and media empire, has been known to exert control over who rises and falls in the industry.
A lot of celebrities are being told not to interview with Shannon Sharpe. Not even Shannon Sharpe violated the rule. A lot of celebrities are being told not to interview with Shannon Sharpe. A lot of his guests are canceling their interviews because they don't want to get blacklisted by Oprah. Who wants to be on the wrong side of Oprah in Hollywood? Who wants to be on the wrong side of Tyler Perry in Hollywood? Who wants to be on the wrong side of Steve Harvey in Hollywood? And as a result of that, Shannon Sharpe, here's what I think. I don't think they could cancel Shannon Sharpe. You know why? He's too popular with everyday black people. Shannon Sharpe is bougie. He's not about the grassroots struggle. If he was, he would date black women, and he doesn't. So Shannon Sharpe is not no freedom fighter, don't get me wrong. But his audience is the everyday black community. So how can Oprah cancel that? How can Tyler cancel that? They can stop him from getting A-list interviews. Oh, you can believe that. They're gonna stop him from getting A-list interviews. But I don't think they can stop the momentum of his platform. Congrats to my brother. I like to see black men do well. Shannon Sharpe has one of the more popular platforms. You have one of the more popular platforms. He's going to continue to grow, and I want to continue to see that.
Sharpe's podcast stands as a rare space where industry insiders and outsiders alike can hear unfiltered accounts of what really happens behind the closed doors of Hollywood.
My advice for Shannon Sharpe, embrace the role as boogeyman. If they want to label Shannon Sharpe the Hollywood boogeyman, embrace it. If I was Shannon Sharpe, I'm not complaining. Oprah, Tyler, DL, Steve, y'all want to make me the Hollywood boogeyman, the black entertainment elite boogeyman? So be it. I'm bringing everybody on here who want to expose y'all secrets since y'all want to get down like that. But he do got to be careful though, Art, because you know they play dirty at that level. They play dirty at that level. Oprah, she's in them circles.
Dr. Umar Johnson, known for his outspoken views on race and society, has publicly supported Shannon Sharpe in his efforts to expose the wrongdoings of industry elites. Johnson, who often speaks on issues affecting the black community, has urged Sharpe to continue his work, recognizing the importance of truth-telling in an industry that frequently operates under a veil of secrecy.
He's still not the Oprah Winfrey show. But for me, Club Shay Shay is not going mainstream with the gossip. To me, Club Shay Shay is still very much a black platform. So for me, I didn't have a problem with him telling his truth. Now, if he would have went on Oprah or to some all-white network and said, let's say if he went on Good Morning America and did all that, I would have said, Cat Williams, that wasn't the place. You don't air your people out in front of their enemies. You feel me? Yeah. But for me, Club Shay Shay is predominantly black. At the same time, because he told his truth on a black platform, I don't have a problem with it. And nearly everybody he talked about has no strong history of doing anything for black people anyway. So I'm really in the care less community on this issue.
The entertainment industry is notorious for its strict control over information and its intolerance for dissenting voices. Speaking the truth within Hollywood is often an uphill battle, as the industry has long been adept at maintaining a polished public image while concealing its darker sides.
They would come to us and they would tell us about vanity and losing your mind in Hollywood and be careful. And they came back from Hollywood to try and expand us. And they sat us down and they're like, you ain't gonna believe what we saw. I'm like, what did you see? And they said, we saw so-and-so, huge name, so-and-so, huge name, and so-and-so, big name back in the day, chicken hawking at a party. And I went, what? See, you're white. I said, what's chicken hawking? Everyone like, he's white. He don't know chicken. I said, what's chicken hawking? That's when you hanging out with boys that are transvestites. I went, what? What?
The industry's unwritten rules and culture of silence make it incredibly difficult for insiders and outsiders alike to break through the facade and bring the reality to light.
It's not easy. I'll tell you that. It's not easy. the threats are enormous, and because success breeds a lot of attention. And some of the attention is good, obviously you want it, and some of the attention is not good. It's inflated. And if you buy into that, then I think it begins a downward slide. So I guess the way to keep your balance is to not be, I don't live in Hollywood, I live away. I try to keep a separate life that is more real on a daily basis. Otherwise, if I gave myself completely over to show business, I think I'd be lost.
Do you think that we always need to have the truth?
Yes. I think it's essential. We have to have the truth, and that getting to the truth is harder and harder in society today because of all the kind of the assault on our senses with media and technology. It's hitting us from so many angles. It's telling us so many stories at the same time. It's hard for the public to really understand where's the truth, but I think the truth is essential. And I've always felt that the best way to get to the truth was through journalism. That's why I'm a big fan of journalism.
Shannon Sharpe is fully aware of the risks he faces by using his platform to expose the secrets of Hollywood and its elites. In candid moments on camera, Sharpe has acknowledged that his willingness to discuss these sensitive topics could bring significant backlash, including potential attempts to cancel him.
That's a cat. Bro, I mean, everybody, bro, I've been this. He said, no, Shannon. This is going to change. I mean, a lot of you guys heard him say this is going to put you in a new realm. It's going to put you in a new dimension. He said, Shannon, they're going to come. I said, well, what? I didn't say anything. You said it. Why don't they come for you? He said, because they know you can't respond like I can. He said, that was a buzz by. They don't want these direct hits. I said, oh. Yeah. So if he does the direct hits, I'm going to have to let him go somewhere to deliver them.
The nature of Hollywood, with its stringent controls over public narratives, means that those who challenge the status quo often face severe consequences.
He said, now they're going to come for you. I said, can't come for me for what? I didn't say anything.
Right.
He said, they're going to come. And they're going to say a lot of different things. And they're going to be some people that you thought you might be able to get that they're not going to come now.
Right.
And that's absolutely has happened. That's absolutely has happened. They were so excited. Thanks for reaching out. We can't wait to sit down. And a day later, they can't do it. And then no call, they won't follow, so forth and so on. So I understand what comes along with an interview like that. Did I expect it? No. Did I expect all the negativity?
Sharpe's decision to push forward despite these risks is a testament to his commitment to truth-telling, even in the face of potential personal and professional harm.
Cancel culture is very real, but it's crazy when you see cancel culture being used by celebrities to other celebrities. This is Shannon Sharpe. Shannon Sharpe has a huge podcast which is called Club Shay Shay, which had a monumental interview with Cat Williams earlier this year, and that interview is still getting millions of views today. But ever since the interview with Cat Williams, where Cat Williams ousted dozens of celebrities and revealed a bunch of Hollywood secrets, Club Shay Shay has been going through a lot of turmoil. Celebrities canceling interviews that were booked months in advance, to celebrities just outright not even speaking to Shannon Sharpe when they see him in public. It's been said that Shannon Sharpe broke the #1 rule in Hollywood, which is to protect their secrets by all means.
We're supposed to protect our secrets from being exposed to the world. Shannon Sharpe, 3-time NFLs.
Over the years, Oprah Winfrey's public image as a benevolent media mogul has come under scrutiny due to various questionable associations and behaviors. One of the most controversial is her alleged friendship with John of God, a Brazilian faith healer who was later convicted of multiple crimes, including SA.
The spiritual healer who believed he could channel the spirits of doctors and saints, and he would perform surgeries on people with his bare hands and scissors. Not to mention, John of God also literally essayed hundreds of different young girls and women, ranging from the ages of 9 to 67. And some of his victims included his own daughter and her daughter, his granddaughter. And he was also running a ring, selling newborns to childless couples for $50,000. all while being a spiritual healer.
Critics have questioned why Oprah, who has long championed women's rights and empowerment, would associate with someone later revealed to be a predator. This association has led to broader questions about Oprah's judgment and the integrity of her public persona, with some accusing her of being complicit in the very power structures she claims to oppose.
Part 3. While we saw many episodes of The Oprah Winfrey Show lack a lot of common courtesy and were rich in exploitation, we also saw a lot of groundbreaking moments on The Oprah Winfrey Show. One very notable moment on The Oprah Winfrey Show was when Ellen DeGeneres, who was famous for her comedy at the time, came out as a gay woman on The Oprah Winfrey Show.
This is just who I am, and I know that this is what I feel more comfortable
So
with.
was it hard to tell your family?
No, it wasn't hard to tell my family at all. But my father was a little harder because he's very religious, and I thought he would have a hard time with it. But he's the kind of guy that, you know, I love you for whoever you are, but, you know, I don't understand it. Let's never talk about it again. You know?
Consensual relationship between the two of them, daughter and father.
Get to the secret that you have been keeping from the public all of these years. It's on page 108. Would you read it?
Wow. Okay. Isn't exactly how I envisioned this going down, but
okay,
that's all right. I feel
get to it.
Vulnerable and frightened, but here we go. I woke up that night from a blackout to find myself having sex with my own father.
This was a shocking expose that a lot of people did not see coming, and I still think that that entire situation.
Comedian and actress Monique has been one of the most vocal critics of Oprah Winfrey, accusing her of playing a significant role in blacklisting her from the industry. Monique has repeatedly claimed that after her fallout with Oprah, she was systematically excluded from opportunities, which had a devastating impact on her career.
She said, if you don't want me to have your brother on the show, I will cancel the show. No show will happen. But I wanted to call you up to see how you felt first. When I hung up that phone, brother, I looked at my husband, I said, that bitch is all right with me. That's a real.
She kept it
because she didn't have to call me up. She didn't have to say my brother was coming. She could have just ran with shit and let it happen. I dig her for that. Now I begin to see commercials with my brother, my mother, my father, and my other brother. I would say, Oprah Winfrey, you know what you need to do, and stop hiding behind what you call was negative comments, what you call, oh, I don't even deal with things like that, because what people are beginning to do is see you for who you are. She says, oh, I say that to everybody. Well, then what does that make you? Everybody reminds you of you? Or do you just say things in the moment? So when I say to our community, I know Oprah Winfrey when the curtains are closed. I know it when the cameras aren't running. That's why Oprah Winfrey does not want to sit down publicly with me nor my husband to have a conversation, because within minutes, the community would know who Oprah Winfrey really was. Because what she's not used to is anybody asking her any questions. I'm the deliverer. I'm the author. I'm the authority of all life and all beings. And I know it all.
These allegations have sparked widespread debate about the treatment of black women in Hollywood, particularly those who refuse to conform to the expectations of powerful figures like Oprah.
Monique here. She stands up to the elitist. Those are the ones who literally run the show in America. It's not the Dems or the Republicans or Joe Biden for that matter. It's the elitist. So Monique stands up against Tyler Perry, Oprah Winfrey, Lionsgate Entertainment, and literally they blacklist her and take her whole livelihood. This woman has been in show business for decades. I've been a fan for decades, but before I was an inmate, and keep in mind, the elitists play a big part in the privatized prisons in America as well, because they own major stake in there, right? Speaking of stake, Monique seen the conditions that the women at the Ohio Reformatory for Women were living in, and she offered to buy every inmate a steak dinner. And of course, Warden Trin said no. That is why I'm willing to take the hit, and I feel that target, man.
Taraji joins Monique to expose Oprah. According to Taraji, Oprah has often failed to support black women, choosing instead to align herself with the industry's power brokers at their expense.
So hard.
Touches on broader issues of representation and support within Hollywood, where black women frequently find themselves marginalized.
This movie was important because it created a space and roles for a group of black women.
Yes, and I would just like to say about this whole Taraji, you know, I heard I was trending yesterday because people are saying that I was not supporting Taraji. Taraji will tell you herself that I've been the greatest champion of this film, championing not only the behind-the-scenes production, but also everything that everybody needed. So I'm not in charge of the budget because that's Warner Brothers. You know, that's the way the studio system works. And we as producers, everybody gets their salary. That's negotiated by your team. And so whenever I heard there was an issue or there was a problem with the cars or there was a problem with the food, I would step in and do whatever I could to make it right. And I believe that she would even vouch for that and say that it's true.
I think she would vouch for that. I can vouch for that because I've seen you and your work and behind the scenes.
That's it for today's video. Stay tuned until next time.